Senator Tuberville.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Vaden, thanks for being here, and thanks for what you're trying to do. Increasing government efficiency, reducing unnecessary spending with $37 trillion in debt, and we need to look after our hardworking farmers and producers, or foresters. We've already lost 150,000 farms in the last few years, 25,000 farmers. Suicide rate is out the roof. We're losing. In the last profession I was in, you lose and you get your ass fired real quick, and we're losing. Our farmers are, they're in trouble. Even if they make a profit this year, we're still going to lose thousands of farms. And we're going to find out really how quick we're going to need farmers and producers when all this happens. So our buildings are falling apart. We're in debt. We need expensive repairs. Do we have any estimates how much money this is going to cost the federal government and American taxpayers, through the USDA of moving people around? I know that we do have some good structures, but have we looked into any of that at all?
We do have an estimate, Senator, regarding how much at a minimum we expect to save once costs are taken into account. And that's approximately $4 billion. How did we get to that number? We got to that number by looking into account the headcount reductions as a result of the deferred resignation program. Those alone will save the Department of Agriculture approximately $1.9 billion net. You've mentioned the state of our buildings, and you are unfortunately correct, particularly when it comes to the National Capital Region, and you're looking at the 4 buildings that the Secretary's memorandum proposes to vacate. The value of the deferred maintenance on those buildings, the liability on USDA, is $2.2 billion with a B dollars. Hard to conceive, but that is the calculation when you add those 4 buildings together of how much maintenance they need to bring them up to modern standards. And so when you add those 2 sums together of expected savings, you're starting out with more than $4 billion. And that is before we take into account the lower cost of living for employees, the lower lease rates that we will have to pay in the 5 hubs. Of course, the full value of that we'll only know when the plan is finalized after consultation with Congress. But we start out at a baseline of $4 billion worth of savings.
So you obviously did your due diligence on housing in some of these new locations. You feel good about that, about the amount that it will cut the cost of living for a lot of these young people, hopefully, that we get in the USDA?
We do, Senator. As a matter of fact, if you take a look at the Federal Reserve Board's data, which, of course, as you know, they analyze large regions of the country, typically not necessarily individual states. Washington, D.C. falls into the Northeast region for the Federal Reserve Bank. According to the Federal Reserve, the average price of a home, the median price of a home in the Northeast region is more than $800,000. What, according to the Federal Reserve, is the median price of a home in the Midwest, where we're sending many of our employees? It's less than half that.
Yeah, thank you. Talking about the nutrition and sending more people back into the states to help with that. My future plans, obviously, is trying to get back into the state government and help in that area. Our error rates in a lot of our states are awful, absolutely awful, and we want to get ours down in the state of Alabama too. Do you think this will help be able to get error rates down to a point where we can survive, and make sure we feed the right people and help the right people that need it, other than the people that's sitting on the couch and watching TV?
I do, Senator. As I noted in response to an earlier question, of course, the Food and Nutrition Service, they'll have employees in Washington, D.C. in either the Whitten or Yates building going forward under the Secretary's plan. But as we shift more people into the field who are focused on the states and focused on the regions of the country that we serve, that means more people for individuals in Alabama and every other state to reach out to help with technical assistance and whatever other advice and counsel that we can offer, best practices, what have you, to get those error rates down so that states can come into compliance with the new bill that Congress has passed.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Senator Welsh. Thank you very much. Thank you. No,